Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hema, good morning. Kartika, good morning. So, how are you doing? Everyone, good? Good morning, Yuvraj. Good morning, Tafjil. Okay, everyone is doing good. I am also fine. I'm also good, and I hope you are also doing good at your home, at your place, having home food. That is the delicious one, because you will know the importance of home food once you are away from the home. Good morning. Yes, I had breakfast, Fiona. So, you people had your breakfast? Good morning, good morning. Okay, you are not having the breakfast. Good morning. Achha, maybe it's too early to have breakfast for you. Okay, no one is having breakfast. That's great. Anyway, good morning. Don't worry, after the class, you can have your breakfast, because at your home, breakfast is always and always ready. So, whenever you want, you can have. But once you are outside, it's not like that. So, within time, you have to finish your breakfast. Once you are not there for the breakfast, breakfast will be over. Breakfast will be over. Okay. So anyway, we'll move to our topic, like chinna small topic we have discussed. The first topic we have discussed, like what is photosynthesis. Thereafter, we were discussing about the scientific contribution, or we can say what are the scientists who comes and given their views like what is photosynthesis and what are the things that is required for photosynthesis. Good morning, Rupesh. So it's early in the morning. So which process in plant will start? That is not there in the night time. Namaste, Shiva Shankar. Can you tell me? It's like it's early in the morning. It's early in the morning. So, which reaction will start, or which process will start in the plant that is absent during the night time, or we can say it's during the dark time? Yes, that is photosynthesis. Rabia, that is not a respiration. So, respiration is all the time, like either it's a daytime or night time. Means we can say respiration is irrespective of time, or we can say respiration is independent of time. It is occurring throughout the life. It is occurring throughout the life. So, Anil, when is the last gift classes? So, it's 8th is the last day. 8th is the last day. Good morning, everyone. So, it's a 6th. So, 2 more classes will be there. So now we'll start with what? That is a photosynthesis, what we were talking about in the last class. So in the last class, few things we have discussed. So what are the few things? That is, we were talking something about the light. Voice, what happened? Voice is not coming clearly. So my voice is reaching to you. It's clear. Then what happened to Nagaraju? Nagaraju, my voice is not reaching. Maybe I think you are far away from me. That's why my voice is not reaching. Because everyone is getting my voice. Okay, it's fine. So now we'll move to the My next topic is what? My next topic is where does this photosynthesis occurs? Like, no doubt it's a photosynthesis, we all know. But you can ask one question to me, or we can say you can ask one question to yourself, or you can say you can ask question to what? Ask question to the plant. Let's say this is a plant. I'm asking to the plant, like, no doubt I know photosynthesis is there inside your body, but can you tell me inside your body where this photosynthesis occurs? Where does this photosynthesis occurs? So obviously the plant will start explaining me that I am having the root, stem, leaf, flower and fruit. And most of the photosynthesis occurs in which part of the plant body? So we can say it's a leaf part. But inside the leaf part, all the cells involved in photosynthesis. So the plant will say, no, it's not happening like this. In the leaf also, there is a particular type of cells where photosynthesis occurs, where maximum photosynthesis occurs. So now I will ask the question, so just tell me what is the name of the cells? So the plant will tell me mesophyll is the name of the cells where photosynthesis occurs. Can you tell me in the leaf what type of cells or what is the name of the cells where photosynthesis occurs? Yes, correct, Kavya, that is a mesophyll cells. That is a mesophyll cells. Yes, you're getting my point. So mesophyll cell is the cell where it is present. It is present in the leaf. But at the same time, I am asking one more question to the plant. In mesophyll cells, where actually it occurs, or this whole mesophyll cells is involved in photosynthesis. Now, this plant is saying, or we can say talking to me. So plant will say, no, not whole mesophyll cells involved in photosynthesis. Only some organelles. What is the name of organelles? That's correct. Dragon, Manvita, that is a chloroplast. So it's a chloroplast where actual photosynthesis occurs. So we'll go one by one. So firstly we'll write where does photosynthesis occurs? Where does photosynthesis occurs? This is my question. And this is my question to what? My question is to plant. Now the plant will answer all the questions. So we all know that how plant looks like. So the plant is we all know, let's say this is soil. It's nothing but the soil. Inside the soil, what is there? It's a root part. It's nothing but the root part. So in the root part, photosynthesis occurs. This statement is true or false? So statement is false. In the root, photosynthesis is not occurring. Why? Photosynthesis requires light, and light is not able to penetrate in the soil. So this statement is false. Now we'll move to upper part. So let's say this is the stem, and in the stem itself there is a leaf. In the stem there is a leaf, and inside the leaf a lot more cells are there. So the first we can say it is nothing but the epidermis, or we can say outermost cells is nothing but the epidermal cell. So one is upper epidermis and one is lower epidermis. Okay, so this is the epidermis. But in between the epidermis, some more cells will be there. What is the name of the cells? So the name of the cells is mesophyll cells. Name of the cells is mesophyll cells. So just I am drawing like this. So the name of the cell is mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells. So can we say that mesophyll cells are the cells where actual photosynthesis occurs? So this whole part is leaf, where photosynthesis occurs. Next one is in the leaf. In the leaf, these two parts are nothing but this is known as, let's say it's the upper epidermis. Upper epidermis. This one is lower epidermis. In between the two, what is there? It's nothing but the mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells. And inside the mesophyll cell, what is there? So inside the mesophyll cells, I am talking about what? I am talking about the chloroplast. Where actual photosynthesis occurs. Now I am just dissecting the mesophyll cells. In this mesophyll cells, if you are zooming in, you will get a structure that is nothing but the chloroplast. So your correct answer is chloroplast is the organelle where maximum photosynthesis occurs. Or we can say where mainly photosynthesis occurs. So what is the organelle? So organelle is chloroplast. What is the cell? It's a mesophyll cells. Where this mesophyll cell is present? It is present inside the leaf. So if question is which of the following plant part is related to photosynthesis? What's your answer? Your answer should be leaf. Now my question is, in the leaf, what is the name of the cells where photosynthesis occur? Your answer should be mesophyll cells. In the mesophyll cells, what is the name of organelle where this photosynthesis occurs? Your answer should be what? That is a chloroplast. And chloroplast we will discuss in what? That is a cell bio. Chloroplast is the organelle which is present in the mesophyll cells. Okay. So now I will draw the diagram of chloroplast firstly. So can you tell me chloroplast is single membrane bound structure or double membrane bound structure? My answer is two membranes are present. Can you tell me any other organelle which is present inside your body but it is surrounded by two membranes? Name the organelle present inside your body and surrounded by two membranes. Yes, correct. Neha, it's mitochondria, Yuvraj. Mitochondria. Sinchan, that is mitochondria. No, centrosome is not there, Ajay Verma. It's a mitochondria. So most of the answer I am getting, it's a correct answer. That is mitochondria. Good. But in this case, we are talking about the photosynthesis. So in the photosynthesis, we'll talk about the chloroplast. So chloroplast is single membrane or double membrane? So my answer to this is double membrane bound structure. It's a double membrane of bound structure. So this is the outer membrane. This is outer membrane of what? Chloroplast. Now we'll go inside. So inside that, what is there? It's a second membrane. So two membrane is there. So let me firstly Level this diagram. So outer membrane of what? Chloroplast. Next one is, this is nothing but the inner membrane. So one is outer membrane, one is inner membrane. So in the outer membrane and inner membrane, which one is discontinuous? So if the question is coming, which one is discontinuous? Outer membrane or inner membrane? So my answer is both are continuous. Both are continuous. There is no such kind of changes is there. There is no such kind of change. But if you are talking about the permeability, permeability means what? The permission, or we can say, which one is more permeable, outer membrane or inner membrane? So outer membrane is more permeable, means they allow more substance to enter as compared to what? As compared to inner membrane. Inner membrane is not entertaining everyone. Inner membrane is not entertaining everyone. So if it is not entertaining everyone, means more permeable or less permeable? My answer is it is less permeable. So now just tell me, outer membrane is more permeable or less permeable? So outer is more permeable. Inner is less permeable. Inner is less permeable, or we can say it's a selectively permeable. We are using the word. Now after that, once we will enter inside that, this whole fluid or this whole matrix or this whole part, or we can say central space of chloroplast. Central space of chloroplast is known as what? Is known as a stroma. Stroma is nothing but the central space of chloroplast. Inside the stroma, you can find many structures, or we can say many coin-like structure. Many coin-like structure. So let's say there's a single coin. So can we call this as a thylakoid? Can we call this as a thylakoid? So obviously we can call this as a thylakoid. But more than one coin-like structure will arrange upon each other. Will arrange upon each other. But only one structure is like this, or more than one structure can also be present? Only one structure is present here, or like this many other structures can be present. So many other structures can also be present. Many other structures can also be present, and that many other structures can be interconnected with each other. So this interconnection provided by the larger thylakoid, or we can say it's a bigger thylakoid. So this bigger thylakoid is known as what? That is stroma lamellae. Is known as stroma lamellae. So again, I will level the diagram. So inside this space, this is known as what? Inside this is known as lumen, and this one part is known as thylakoid, and this part can we call it as a granule, or we can say grana is present. Grana is present. Next one is, Ajay Verma, what's your doubt? After that, this one is attached to the other. This one attached to the other with the help of what? With the help of another structure. This another structure is known as what? Stroma. It is present in the stroma, but it is having the lamellar, or we can say membranous structure. So we can say it's a stroma lamellae. This is known as stroma lamellae. So these are the few things we can add. So can we say that Can we say that in the membranous structure, what are the things can be there? Granule thylakoid, stromal is also there. So stromal and granule thylakoid is what? It's a membranous part. So is that clear up to this part? So is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? Okay. So now we'll go to some other part, or we can say some other decoration, or we can say I will try to decorate this granule part. With the help of different pigments. I will. So let's say I have taken one pigment. Some other cases you can find other pigments also. So let's say this is other pigments, and few pigments can also be present here. Can stroma lamellae be called as a? Yes, you can say, Ajay Verma, you can say it's a fret channel. This is also known as what? This is also known as fret channel. Okay. Now next one is, so this is nothing but the pigments. So these are nothing but so what's that? It's a pigment. Now next one is, so everywhere I think it's early in the morning, right? Everywhere it's early in the morning. So are you able to see the sun outside? Or sunlight is reaching to you? So obviously sunlight is reaching to the plant. Now the sunlight can be utilized. So the plant can utilize this sunlight very well. Plant will utilize this sunlight very well. Now with the help of this sunlight, it will convert this into what? It will convert this into the chemical substances, or we can say it's nothing but the energy currency. It's a energy currency. So what is the name of energy currency? So here it's a energy currency is, so this sunlight is converted into what? Converted into one, we can call it as a ATP. Now next one is, we can call it as a NADPH, or we can say it's a NADPH2. So one is ATP and one is NADPH2. So is that clear? With the help of sunlight, what plant can do, or we can say what this pigments can do. So this pigments will convert the sunlight energy into what? That is ATP, and one more is there, that is known as NADPH plus H plus. Okay, is that clear? Now what to do? Plant is having what? Plant is having now ATP and NADPH2. Means plant is prepared with the energy. So now what to do next? So I think next case is to utilize this energy currency for cooking the food. Or we can say for synthesizing the food. Let's synthesize food. But where the food can be synthesized? In the membrane, or we can say some other places. So obviously some other places it is required. Now we'll move to the next. So in this case, one enzyme is there So the name of enzyme is known as, name of the enzyme is, what is the name of the enzyme? So the name of the enzyme is Rubisco. And Rubisco, you can say, Rubisco is the most popular enzyme. Rubisco is most popular enzyme. So like it's like a superstar. It's like a superstar for this. That is Rubisco. So what is the function of Rubisco? So Rubisco will convert the carbon dioxide into what? Glucose. And this glucose, what we are eating. This glucose, what we are eating. Next one is Shiv Shankar. What is the function of stroma? So stroma is nothing. So let's say this is, I don't have water in this bottle, but still, imagine this bottle is full of water. This bottle is full of water. So this water is considered to be as what? It's a stroma. And inside the stroma, many other things can be present. So what are the things? So these are the granule part, stroma lamellae, or many other structures are present. Many other structures are present. So is that clear? What is the usage of stroma? So stroma is simply providing what? A space, or we can say a media where rest of the things are present. Okay. Now we'll move to the next. What is Rubisco? So Rubisco is meant. What is the usage of Rubisco? So Rubisco will simply convert the carbon dioxide where it is present, mostly present in the atmosphere. So where it is present? So it is present in the atmosphere, and this carbon dioxide can be easily converted into what? Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. So here you can find the glucose. Here you can find the glucose, and later on this glucose is converted into what? This glucose is converted into starch. This glucose is converted into what? That is a starch. Is that clear? What is the function of Rubisco? Is that clear? What is the function of Rubisco? Rubisco will convert all the CO2 present in the atmosphere is converted into what? Glucose, and later on this glucose is converted into the starch. And starch is what? Starch is the stored food of what? Stored food of plants. Stored food of plants. Okay. So if it is clear, then we'll move to the next one. We'll move to the next one, means what other things are present in the chloroplast. So how many of you know about the DNA? How many of you know about the DNA? DNA. Deoxyribonucleotide. Okay, I think everyone knows. Okay. So my question is, does this chloroplast having DNA? Does this chloroplast having DNA? Does this chloroplast having DNA? I'm waiting for the answer. So some answer is in no, other answer is yes. So the correct answer is yes. It is also having what? It is also having the DNA. But this DNA is different from my DNA, your DNA, or eukaryotic DNA. This DNA is different from my DNA, your DNA, and the eukaryotic DNA. So I am just drawing the DNA. This one is having DNA. This is a single strand. Now I will add one more strand. This is second strand. This is second strand. So can we call it as a double-stranded? Double-stranded, and it's a circular or it's a linear? It's a circular or linear. So obviously it is circular. So can we call it as a double-stranded circular DNA? Double-stranded circular DNA is present. Double-stranded circular DNA is present. Wait, Nagaraju, I will explain what is lipid droplet. Nagaraju, can you answer me like what is lipid? What is lipid? Do you have lipid in your body? Do you have lipid in your body? Nagaraju, are you there? So, do you have lipid in your body? Yes, obviously. My answer is yes. Everyone is having lipid. Everyone is having the lipid. So, in the plant, it is also having the lipid, but this lipid is present in the form of droplets, or we can say granules. Droplets, or we can say it's a granules. So that's why it is known as lipid droplets, or we can say in a small bubble forms, or we can say granule forms it is present. So that's why it is known as lipid droplets. Lipid droplets. So it's nothing but the words that double-stranded circular DNA. Achha, do you have double-stranded circular DNA? Do you have double-stranded circular DNA? If someone XYZ is asking the question, do you have double-stranded circular DNA in your body? Means any place or any part of your body. Any part of your body. So at least I am having, I don't know about you. I am having double-stranded circular DNA. I don't know about you. Now tell me. Achha, now everyone is having. Good. So it's a mitochondria. Just keep in mind, mitochondria is also the cell organelle which is having the DNA. But what type of DNA? Double-stranded circular DNA. But inside the nucleus, you are having what type of DNA? Double-stranded, but it's a linear DNA. Now just repeat with me. Inside your nucleus, what type of DNA is present? Inside your nucleus, what type of DNA is present? Double-stranded, linear, or double-stranded circular? In the nucleus. Double-stranded linear DNA. That's good. Now, in the mitochondria, double-stranded circular or linear? In the mitochondria, double-stranded circular or linear? Yes, correct. Double-stranded circular. So one is double-stranded circular present in mitochondria, and in the nucleus of eukaryotes, double-stranded linear DNA is present. Okay, so is that clear regarding the DNA? Now we'll move to the next. So I don't have much spaces, but still I will try to add one more thing. So what's that? It's a ribosomes. What is the name of that? It's a ribosome. So here also one more structure is present. The structure is known as ribosome. The structure is known as ribosome. And what type of ribosome? So here we can say it's a ribosome is there, no doubt, but it's a 70S type of ribosomes are present. What type of ribosome? 70S type of ribosome are present, and S is nothing but the sedimentation, or we can say it's a Schwarzberg, it's a unit overall. What is it? It's a unit overall. One more tafjeel, one question is coming where chromosomes are present. So chromosome is present inside your nucleus. Chromosome is present inside your nucleus, and chromosome itself contains what? DNA and rest of the part. Okay. So is it clear up to this part? One is Meghna, where this Rubisco actually present. Rubisco is present in the stroma. Rubisco is present in the stroma. Rubisco is present in the stroma. So can you tell me, like glucose is synthesized where? In stroma or grana? Glucose is synthesized in stroma or grana? What's your answer? Correct answer. I am getting totally correct answer. Stroma. Yes. So it's a stroma. Now you can also say that dark reaction. Already we have discussed two type of reactions are there. Two type of reactions are there. One is light reaction and one is dark reaction. So light reaction occurs in which part? Membranous part or stromal part? Membranous part or stromal part? Dark reaction, where it occurs? Dark reaction occurs in stromal part or membranous part. So I am waiting for the answer. Dark reaction occurs in, good, correct answer. Dark reaction occurs in stromal part, while light reaction occurs in granule part, or we can say whatever the membranous structure is present in that is nothing but the, we can say, light reaction occur. So can we say that photosynthesis is a complicated process? Photosynthesis is a complicated process. Are you agree with me or not? Photosynthesis is a complicated process. Yes, means you are agree with me that photosynthesis is a complicated process. So whenever something is complicated, what to do? Can we divide the work among the members? Can we divide the work among the members? Yes, obviously it's good to divide the work among the members. To make it simple or to make it complicated? To make it simple, I am just dividing the complicated work among the members. Means division of liver is present or not in the chloroplast. Division of liver is present or not? Yes, it is present. So you can answer one more thing is no doubt photosynthesis occurs in chloroplast, but in the chloroplast the work is divided among different members. Membranous part is performing light reaction while stromal part is performing dark reaction. So is that clear till this point? Now, what is the meaning of I don't know, it's a Telugu meaning, I don't know. Okay. One more is Ganesh. Sir, is high amount of energy is required for dark reaction, which takes place in grana? Yes. Obviously, whenever you are cooking the food, it requires energy. So in the daytime, directly they are utilizing the energy. But in the night time, the same flow of energy is not there, or we can say the same rate of production of energy is not there. So in the dark, somehow we can say the process will be little bit slower. As compared to daytime. Okay, am I clear to all? Now this is the structure of chloroplast. So chloroplast is double membranous structure. Outer membrane is more permeable. Inner membrane is less permeable. What is the name of central part of chloroplast? Central part of chloroplast is known as stroma, where dark reaction occurs. In the stroma, the name of enzymes related to synthesis of glucose. In the stroma, name the enzyme which is related to the synthesis of glucose. So it's nothing but the Rubisco. It's a Rubisco, that is nothing but the ribulose, bisphosphate, carboxylase and oxygenase. Don't worry, I will write the full form of Rubisco. So overall I can add one point. So what's that point? Clear division of labor is present. Okay, so first one is light reaction performed by what? Performed by what? It's a membranous part or it's a stromal part. So my answer is membranous part. My answer is membranous part. And what is there in the membranous part? So can we say that it's a granule thylakoid? It's a granule thylakoid plus stromal thylakoid is also there, or we can say it is nothing but the stroma lamellae, or we can say it's a stroma lamellae. But at the same time, which part of the chloroplast performing dark reaction? So here we can say dark reaction performed by what? That is a stromal part, performed by enzymes. What is the name of enzymes? And this enzyme, where it is present? This enzyme is present in the stroma. This enzyme is present in the stroma. Okay. So these are the few things which I can put here. One is, Shivshankar, catalyze the initial step of carbon fixation in photosynthesis. Yes. This is known as carboxylation. So here I am writing the full form of what? Full form of Rubisco. So full form of Rubisco is ribulose 1,5, means this is 5 carbon compound, and at first places and at fifth places, what is there? Phosphorus is present. So that's why 1,5 bisphosphate. 1,5 bisphosphate, and here it's a given, that is a Rubisco. So ribulose bisphosphate, CO means 1C means it's a carboxylase. What does it mean by carboxylase? Carboxylase means what? Affinity towards the carbon dioxide. Oxygenase means affinity towards what? Affinity towards the oxygen. So ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate, carboxylase and oxygenase. Actually, this question, it has been asked in the NEET 2025. Means this year they have asked this question. So actually, what was the question? So the question will be like this. Rubisco is having more affinity towards carbon dioxide or towards oxygen. So obviously its affinity is always and always more towards carbon dioxide. More towards carbon dioxide as compared to what? As compared to oxygen. So here, this is the full form of what? Full form of Rubisco. Full form of Rubisco. Now, next one is Rubisco is having what? What is mean by 70s? So 70 is number and the unit of this is S. S stands for what? S stands for S stands for Schwarzschild unit, or we can say it's a sedimentation coefficient. So this is the unit to measure the density of ribosome. So density of ribosome is 70S. 70S. Nikhil, kindly please read out the full form of Rubisco. Full form of Rubisco is ribulose 1,5 means at 2 carbon, first carbon and fifth carbon. What is there? That is a phosphate group is there. Phosphate group is there. And this one is having carboxylase. Carboxylase means what? To trap the CO2, or we can say to fix the CO2. After that, it's oxygenase. Oxygenase means what? To fix the oxygen. To fix the oxygen. So is that clear? The Rubisco. And Rubisco is having more affinity towards what? Oxygen or carbon dioxide? This is a NEET 2025 question. This is a NEET 2025 question. It is having more affinity towards what? Carbon dioxide or oxygen? So it's a carbon dioxide. So Rubisco is having more affinity towards what? Carbon dioxide as compared to oxygen. Okay. Now next one is, we'll move to the other part. So like Tafzil, what's the doubt? Just write the doubt so that I can answer. Siva Shankar, yes. Actually, Rubisco is welcoming what? Rubisco is welcoming both. Welcoming both means what? CO2 and oxygen. But once CO2 and oxygen is reaching to the Rubisco, but Rubisco will be more welcoming towards what? Carbon dioxide or oxygen? Carbon dioxide or oxygen? So obviously it's a carbon dioxide, but at the same time, what will happen? So the level of oxygen is too much. In this case, oxygen will bind to the Rubisco. Carbon dioxide remain as such. Okay. So Susma, what's the doubt? I'm here to solve the doubt. Just what are the main catalytic activities of Rubisco? So Rubisco is having mainly one important task is to catalyze the conversion of CO2 into the glucose. Lumen is present inside. Yes, lumen is present inside the thylakoid. So what is Rubisco present in aquatic plant? Yes, in aquatic plant also Rubisco is present. What is the function of lumen? So lumen as such having no function, lumen is nothing but space. Lumen is space present inside the thylakoid. Lumen is a space present inside the thylakoid. Likewise, stroma is a space present in the chloroplast. Next question, any other question? Any other questions? So I'm here to answer the questions, but you people are involved in some other things. So how Rubisco can act both a carboxylase and oxygenase? Yes, obviously, it is having two places. It is having two places, like whenever the Rubisco is having dual property. It can bind to the carbon dioxide as well as oxygen, as well as its oxygen. So it is having dual property. It is having dual property. So nothing to do with that. It is having the dual property. So what is the meaning of affinity? Affinity means what? Affection, love, or we can say towards something. That is affinity. That is a affinity. These are the affinity. Any other? Stroma matrix of chloroplast, how can it be said as space? Obviously, like a river. So river, can we say that it's a space? It's a space filled with what? Water. Same as it is inside the chloroplast, space is there, and this space is fluid. This space is a fluid-like space. So that's why we can call it as a stroma. Likewise, we were talking about the matrix in mitochondria. Matrix in mitochondria. So the freight channels should also be connected to inner membrane of chloroplast. No, freight channel sometime you can say. Sometime you can say, but not all the time it is attached. Ajay Verma, freight channel should also be connected. No, it is not mandatory. What is the use of stroma lamellae? Stroma lamellae, it's the same use as it is of grana. So grana and stroma lamellae both are doing the same thing. Both are doing the same thing. Does chloroplast have any alignment? Yes, obviously the chloroplast can have the alignment. Like let's say here it's too much of light is there. Too much of light is there. So too much of light is there means I need to reduce the surface area or increase the surface area if too much of light is there. So obviously it's too much of light is there. I will not increase the surface area. I will decrease the surface area. So now this is the surface area. But what will happen? If light is too much, if light is too less, then I will increase my surface area so that I can get maximum sunlight. So chloroplast alignment can also be there. One is explain the topic of Rubisco. Rubisco is an enzyme which will convert carbon dioxide into the glucose, and in detail we will discuss in the class. So that is Rubisco. Name of fluid filled. Name of the fluid filled is like it's a fluid, or we can say the thing which can flow is a fluid. Yes, obviously these classes will be there in the offline also in detailed manner. It's nothing but the introductory part. Yes, Harika, it will be repeated. What is the significance of Rubisco? Oxygenase activity. Oxygenase activity means what? If more number of oxygen is there, Rubisco will bind to that. and try to compensate or try to neutralize or try to lower down what? Lower down the amount of oxygen in plant. When is the last exam, online exam? So obviously it's a Sunday will be the last exam. Naveen, these are the basics. These are the, what does it mean by, so these are the basics. I have not started the chapters. So these I think you have studied in your lower classes like class 9th or 10th. So the same thing, I am just trying to introduce you with the basic concept so that you will be able to grasp the upper, or we can say intermediate concept. Actually, I don't know lymph and lymphoma, Madhavi. So you can ask in the zoology class. So it's better. What is the role of palisade parenchyma? So palisade is also a type of mesophyll cells. Palisade is also a type of mesophyll cells. Palisade is also a type of mesophyll cells. And Surya, spongy are also a type of what? Mesophyll cells. Is Rubisco present in all cells? No, obviously, why it will be present in all cells? Wherever the chloroplast is present, Rubisco can be there. Rubisco can be there. Yes. What is the syllabus for this week? Whatever I will teach, or we can say till that part, will be the syllabus. So, what is the function of thylakoid? So, thylakoid is providing a, like, let's say this is the thylakoid. This is thylakoid. So, inside the thylakoid, what is there? It's one space is there. This space is known as lumen. And over that, what is present? Over that, what is present? So, it's nothing but the pigments. So, this pigment can get the sunlight and convert into what? ATP and ADPH, that is energy. Okay, so is it fine? Now I will end the classes because I think almost what captures light in photosynthetic pigments. See, in photosynthetic pigment also there is a pigment. In photosynthetic bacteria, there is also a pigment. Okay, we'll end the class. We'll meet in the next class with other topics. Thank you for attending the class.